Good afternoon, everyone. It was a very insightful and engaging session. Um, it's very hard to go after Shankari ma'am, who already encompassed the key points of the whole session. As in, she took the major points from all the presentations and she knit it together to show the whole picture. So it'll be my effort here to capture the main points of the different speakers today, and also the key takeaways and the tangible outcomes that can come out of this dialogue. So starting off, uh, so we had Arnab sir. So I'll start with a brief history of why we are celebrating World Ocean Day. So it started in 1987 with the Berlin Report and Rio de Janeiro Summit. So why did it start? Because the condition was the voice, the lack of voice for the oceans as compared to any other voice. So this has been iterated by all the speakers before me, how ocean needs a stronger voice. And I think MDA and UDA are all efforts in that direction. And in 1992, we had the first Ocean Day being celebrated, where ocean shifted from the sidelines to the center in a way. So this year's theme is sustaining what sustains us, and I think we have done justice to explaining what that particular entails. Sustaining what sustains us, be it oceanic resources, be it discussing the threats, be it discussing the geopolitics concerning the governance of these oceans. We have covered all the bases as to discuss what how we can sustain the ocean, which is sustaining us. Anup sir brilliantly put forward this point, let's conserve what conserves us. And I think that pretty much speaks the same thing. And he mentioned how we are mistreating the oceans for a very long time. And he put forth the distinction between tangibles and the intangible. This distinction is also not something that everybody understands. Tangible is quantified, non-tangible is not properly quantified. And I think in that direction, what Japan is trying to do, what Ms. Zhu pointed out, the analysis of the word, the analysis of the words in different white papers kind of brings together, you know, helps us understand what these non-tangibles are and how these different agencies and stakeholders are putting in, I mean, are they putting any effort to address those issues? But at the same time, I think Shankari ma'am was the one who also pointed out how we have an architecture with a fragmented multipolarity with minimal synergy in the oceans between the stakeholders. So, how do you quantify that? And I think in that direction, Japan is doing phenomenal job uh, to bring that quantification, visualizing those quantification. If you remember, there was a graph which she pointed out with three different circles in the graph with different agencies concentrating on different issues. But all of them, they didn't have any kind of overlap. And that was something which amused me. Why wasn't there any overlap between the fisheries, the environment, and the ocean white paper? So, that is a good visualization, and that connection was amazing. Similarly, Emmanuel sir's presentation rising from an organization, Sasakawa Peace Foundation, which talks about peaceful world through oceans. That's how the whole Ocean Institute started. So the peaceful aspect of the oceans being stressed by Sasakawa Foundation is really amazing, and it's apt to call ocean the mother of life um, because mother is also sometimes visualized as a more peaceful figure in our lives. Um, and there are so many things that we need to cover, but I would like to just sum it up and say how the outcomes that we can take away from this today's discussion is that we have a mutual interest, we have a shared vision of a sustainable ocean governance ranging from technological collaboration to regional cooperation. So these accelerator items are digital transformation, of course, the digital society, digital society that Sasakawa Foundation is emphasizing on, and on the other hand, the underwater domain awareness emphasized by Maritime Research Center establishes a strong foundation for how the digital ocean can be established. I was amused. I was also very happy to see the component of undersea in the presentation by Ms. Du, and how that is also trying to be taken into account. And there's a huge difference between surface and the underwater, and I think that's a huge discussion in itself. Um, and the other tangible outcome, the major outcome is the marine spatial planning. And what are the different contributors? And I think Arnab sir pointed out the various components as to why we are actually what components contribute to a very good MSC, the tropical waters, the challenges of the tropical waters, the Indo-Pacific challenges, the sonar degradation, and how a region-specific toolkit is necessary. And because we have a huge exclusive economic zone, and we are not, as Imadul sir said, we need 50 billion, but we are able to only raise 1 billion. So there's a huge investment gap. And to bridge that gap, we have to think smartly as well. And I think modeling and simulation kind of presents a very unique opportunity here, given our technological advances. As Anup sir also pointed out, we were at a stage a decade, 2 decades back when the technological prowess was not at par with the vision we had. But now we are at a stage where the technological gaps can be mended, and also the resource gaps in terms of human resources can also be mended, because as you know, South Asia, Asia, a huge population, huge demographic bulge. So this all these different opportunities can be put together, and India and Japan can be a huge uh, can pave a great partnership by utilizing these opportunities. So I would just conclude this amazing webinar today, and congratulate all the speakers for participating and sharing their immense experience and immense insights on this wondrous occasion of World Ocean Science Day. Sorry, World Ocean Day.